everyone, random video for your Friday. Okay, the reason why I'm doing this is because, first of all, I just felt like making a video today. But secondly, I have got a product and I have discovered a coupon code for it, or I've been given a coupon code for it. But it's no, not a Cyber Weekend. It's a 4th of July offer. And it expires tomorrow, day after tomorrow being Sunday, which I think is the 4th or the 5th of July. So I thought I'd come on here on the Friday and tell you about it. But I had loads of you in my last video in the comments. It was weird timing, actually. It was spooky timing because I had a lot of you saying, can I do something about vintage pieces? And in our new town, we discovered this amazing, it's like a treasure trove antique store. And you wouldn't go in it, okay? You'd walk past it because it looks like a junkyard outside. But we were curious, we went inside. It's over 2 floors and it is crammed full of like cabinets, full of like beautiful pieces, jewelry from like the 1900s to retro vintage clothing to handbags from like different decades. And we went in there and I already want to go back because we're in a bit of a rush, and I bought a few things that I'm going to show you, including a bag from 1940, which is this, and it's so cute, and also a jacket which I thought was Chanel, and it's a 1961 piece and it's so nice, so I'll show you that. But anyway, let me start with the first thing. So the July 4th of July offer is on. You know how I've spoken to you before about the CURRENTBODY hair growth helmet. So if you've not seen any of my videos before on this, just briefly, this is it's infrared. So you turn it on, it's got speakers on the sides, so you connect your phone to it with Bluetooth, comes with a stand so it's not like rolling around your room. And what you do is you would wear this, so you literally, hands-free, no wires, nothing like that. And I started using it last October. Now I'm going to show you here, this is me, like just a video clip of me just before I started using it. And I thought my hair was good, guys. I thought my hair was fine, but look how thin and limp it was. And that's how it was. Like, I'd been going through this phase where my hair was shedding, and I always get it in autumn. Or as soon as like September hits, my hair starts falling out, and it doesn't really pick back up again until March. It's really annoying. Anyway, I thought my hair was okay, but then I got sent this. By the way, if you're like, don't care what I've got to say and you already know about this and you just want the code, here it is here. It is Shohet 100. And yeah, so what basically gets you $100 off this, which is the biggest discount you will get outside of Cyber Weekend. So with CURRENTBODY, they always do something at Cyber Weekend, and it's always been like the biggest discount of the whole year. But they're doing this one-off thing, three or 4 days only, $100 off. So I started using this in October, and you've got to use it for a minimum of 12 weeks to see a result. And I was using it with this. In fact, no, I was using this on its own for 12, 13, 14 weeks. Then I heard about this, which is the Ordinary, and it's their multi-peptide serum for hair density. And I started using this on the 23rd of December last year, in conjunction with. The two of them are like a powerhouse. So if you've got shedding hair, if you are lacking volume, if your hair's falling out, if you don't have fullness, this is what I've been using. And it's been like, it's actually been a miracle. And through May, I didn't use it the whole month of May because we were renovating the house and we were waking up really early and getting home really late. And I didn't get a chance to use it, and I really noticed a difference actually. By the beginning of June, I felt like some hair shedding had started again, so I'm back on it again, but I know it works. They've done clinical trials on it, like 123% faster growth, 96% increased thickness, and 72% of people thought it created less shedding. So that's that. Just thought I'd share that with you. I'll put details of it in the description if you want to go straight to that, because I know they do packages as well that can be more expensive, like you get different things with it. But if you just want the helmet on its own, I'll link to that below. Right, okay, some of the vintage stuff. So we go into this vintage store, and as I say, it actually reminded me a little bit of my gran and grandpa's house, because they had so many ornaments and trinkets and like dinner services from the 70s, right, guys? Like whole dinner services. And when we got in there, they said to us, oh, what we specialise in is that we're always getting in new items, but we only pick the best. We wouldn't buy a dinner service if there's a chip in the plate. We wouldn't buy a jacket if there's a button missing. We only buy the absolute best in. So I was really impressed with the quality in there. So the first thing I got is this. So I've always really liked Wedgwood, the Jasperware collection. And I already have a blue piece. I found this in a charity shop years ago for £5. And as soon as I saw it, I snapped it up. But I have always wanted the heart trinket pot. And these do come up on eBay every so often, but they're really expensive. And one of the rarer colours, which I low-key feel like I should have got, and I might go back and buy it, one of the rarer colours in Jasperware is this pale lilac-y colour. And they had this heart pot in that colour as well. This I paid £65 for, but actually they gave me a discount, so I paid £58 in the end. And I thought that was a really good deal for it, because knowing how much they go online, I know they go for a lot. And it's like ceramic. I just love this. I've got this on my vanity table now, and I keep like my rings in it and stuff. So the other thing that I got is in here. It's just been dry cleaned, because when I bought it, this is it. I'll show you a picture. Okay, so it's a little green 100% wool Eastex jacket, and it's very Mad Men. I love it. I love the detail on the pockets. If I show you here, so on the pockets on the front, all of the buttons are still there as well. None are missing. None have been replaced. But on the front, can you see the little pockets here and the way it just goes up slightly there? And it's so perfect. It's cut in so perfectly on the waist. And I saw it. It was on a hanger, and it was hanging up on a hook on a wall behind a bunch of draped over. Do you remember those tablecloths? Like my gran had these tablecloths that were like lace, like crocheted together. Does anyone remember those? The circular ones that were like crocheted. And there were a load of those hanging up on this rail. And behind the rail, there was a hook on the wall, and this jacket was there. And I just saw it peeking out, and I grabbed it off the thing, and I was like, oh my God, and it looked my size. Now, the only annoying thing is it's slightly tight across the bust, but I am on a fitness thing at the moment. I'm going to talk more about it on my Patreon in greater depth, but I'm on a fitness thing at the moment. I've lost quite a bit of weight so far. I've gone from 12 stone 13, which is me overweight, and I've now dropped down to 12 stone 7. And in fact, that was me weighing myself about 4 days ago. I might have lost a bit more weight since then, but I know the tightness is not like extreme, so I know that in time I'll get into this, no problem. But in the meantime, I can wear it open, I can, you know, wear it any kind of way. So I absolutely love that. Now the bags, so when I went in there, near that jacket was a rack, and it had loads of bags like stacked in, it was like a bookshelf, right, with bags stacked, and you couldn't see them unless you pulled them out and looked at them. And there was one bag that I kind of wish I bought. It's from 1960. It was ostrich. By the way, that jacket was £45 for a wool jacket. 100% wool jacket from 1960. All of the buttons still on there. Everything looking perfect. £45. Where can you get a 100% wool blazer jacket for £45? It cost me more to have it dry cleaned than it did to buy it. But anyway, when I was in there, so as I say, I look at the bags, and everything has a little label on it, right? And it tells you a little bit of history about the bag or about the item, whatever it is. Everything had a label. And I saw this bag, and I thought, this colour matches this. I like that they're both sort of green tones. And David said to me, he's like, that's really sweet, you should get that. Now this bag dates back to the 40s. It is 100% leather, and it's still got inside, oh look at the clasp as well, like, do you know what I mean? Like really, really pretty. And on the inside, it has got the label, the manufacturer's label, and it says on there that it's leather. And there's something about, for me, there's something about owning something like this that's so old, that's older than me. And there's something about it where I feel, and by the way, this bag was £28. £28, I mean, and it's full leather, and I know not everyone is into vintage, okay? Doesn't smell, well, that's a big thing. I know not everyone is into vintage, and I wasn't a few years ago, but like even that bag there, that is vintage. That's from 1994. Gorgeous. I've got another bag around here, another Chanel bag somewhere on this shelf from 1989. And there's something about owning something and wondering and imagining the person who bought it first. Like this little bag is wartime. And that really, really interests me. A wartime bag. What has this bag seen? That 1960s jacket. What has that seen? What has that been through? Who bought these items? What kind of person were they? And I feel like I'm also giving life back to something. Like I said to David, this little bag, the person who had this in the 40s, can you imagine what they'd have thought if they saw it in 2026 with a smartphone inside it? What would they have thought? What would they have imagined? I just find the whole thing really fascinating. So that's 3 things I got from there, but I am going to go back on Monday. I would go back sooner, but I'm quite busy at the moment. So I'm going to go back on Monday. They did say they get new stock quite a lot. So I'm hoping that if I go in again, they've got fresh stuff. And the 1960s ostrich bag that was £38, I think, that if it's still there, I'm definitely going to buy that. I'm annoyed I didn't buy it. I was so overwhelmed at the time that I just picked these 2 or 3 items. I wasn't thinking. And then it was only when we were driving home, I was like, oh, I should have got that, but I didn't. So if it's meant to be mine, it will still be there. If it's not meant to be mine, so be it. Okay, the other things I wanted to show you that I've got recently, and I actually did show these in another video, but I thought I'd show them again for any of you who missed that other video. So I have got new stock in of my favourite skincare. So my favourite skincare is, I use a mix, right? But this is my primary favourite skincare. And when I tell you, this is a subscriber brand, okay? This isn't like your Dior's and your Chanel's. This is a subscriber brand. And the stuff really delivers such good results. So back in 2016, Christina, which is her name, she sent me over this product, and it's her eye serum. And it was when I was doing subscriber mail times, and at the time she was new with her business, and she was like, look, I'm just going to send you my eye cream. And she sent it to me, and I didn't use it for a while because I didn't think to, and I was stuck in my ways of using like Dior or like eye cream and stuff. And then I ran out one day, and so I grabbed this, put this on in the bathroom, and immediately, as soon as I put the product on, I felt a difference. It felt better than Dior. When I was putting on Dior, yeah, it was an eye cream, but it was sinking in, and I didn't really feel like I was seeing results. With this, it sinks in, but it also sits on the skin slightly. It's slightly greasy, but not in an unpleasant way. You pat it on. You need the smallest amount. Like, don't do a full pump of this because you'll use it up too quick and you'll end up with excess. I do like 10% of a pump, like just the tiniest bit. Put it around my eyes, and I wear it twice a day, so morning and evening. But sometimes if the skin around my eyes feels drier, I'll pat it over my makeup in the middle of the day. So that I highly recommend. Like, if you have got puffiness, crepiness around your eyes, crow's feet, if you just feel like the texture of your skin is looking aged, I should definitely have, at my age, like crow's feet and stuff, but I don't have any, and I can only put it down to this, that I've been using exactly 10 years now. So that's really good. But she's come out with a new one. So if you tried that, some of you did try it and you were like, oh, I don't know whether I like the greasiness of it. So if that was you, she's come out with a new eye cream. It is a cream and not a serum. And I've been using this, and I do believe from memory, it's got derivatives of, what's it called? Orchid in it. And it's the most beautiful texture. If I put some on the back of my hand. So the other one is more greasy and would start running about now. This one, it still sits on your skin nice, but it sinks in more. It's a cream and not a serum. So as I say, if you tried the eye serum, the first one, and you were like, yeah, I'm seeing benefits, but it's too greasy for me, or if anything like that, then that could be good for you. And then the other two final things, this one I've been using a lot recently. This is the exfoliating toner pads. So the way, I don't use an AHA or a BHA anymore. I stopped using them years ago because I got onto this instead. So this is what the toner pads look like. They have got like a texture to them. They are soaked in a hydrating, but not heavy, not greasy, a hydrating toner. So all of the pads are like damp. And you pass it over your skin and it literally lifts off old makeup. Like, you think you've washed your face, right? This takes off stuff you can't even see. Like, I will go over my face with this and I'm still getting off foundation that I swear I washed off in the shower, you know. I thought it was gone, but it's still on there. But it also is really good for if you need to exfoliate. So I normally find with me that easily once a week I will wash my face, and like on the bridge of my nose, I feel like I need to do it now actually, or like just on my cheeks feels like sand, like grit. That's when I know I need to exfoliate, and that's when I use these, and it takes away the dry skin without being harsh. And after you've used it, your skin doesn't feel tight or dry. It feels really nicely hydrated. And then the final thing is the hydrating facial mist. This is so refreshing, and it smells like white roses, and actually there is rose in it, white rose hydrosol. It's got some really nice ingredients in it, including salicylic acid, like some really nice stuff in it, some very gentle things. And this is hydrating as well without being greasy. So you do your makeup in the day, or maybe you're doing your skincare and you're not going to wear makeup, you spritz some of this over your face, you then put on your other products, and it's just so good. So yeah, with Christina, subscriber, she hasn't paid me to talk about it. I talk about it a lot because I use her products a lot, and if I can get any of you guys to check out her website, I know she will appreciate that, and I will appreciate it, and she is a subscriber, and if I can help subscribers, I always will. So anyway, that's kind of everything. I hope that you have enjoyed this. I will link to what I can in the description below. And yeah, that's it. Thank you, and I'll see you in the next video.